had the best night camping weather I've ever had. It was like 74. Let me show you this actually. It's like 74 and like breezy all night. Oh, it was so nice. I just slept with like a light sheet, like almost like a sleeping bag liner. And then woke up. It was windy in the morning. That kind of woke me up at like 5. It started getting really windy, but it was really nice. And then the sunrise is so beautiful. I wish I got better pictures, but I was just like enjoying it. So I only got pictures out of my tent. But yeah, it was pretty awesome. Headed now to an overlook hike. I forget what it's called. I'll check it out, but it's one my brother suggested. And but yeah, I can't get over this morning's weather. It was really, really nice. And there's no like condensation on the tent. There's no like it was just even temperature all night long. So there was no opportunity for condensation to happen. It was like just 70 degrees. Like it was like AC, just 70, 72. Anyways, it was great. But I am looking forward to hiking today and also driving to Santa Fe, New Mexico, and meeting up with my second friend on this trip, Crista, which we've done a lot of adventuring together. And yeah, we did a trip this past year to North Carolina. We did 5 states in 5 days and hiked over 40 miles and visited 5 national parks. So it was a pretty cool trip. I loved it. So I'm thrilled to be meeting up with her in Santa Fe, her and her son Josiah. And so we're going to do some adventuring around there. We've got an Airbnb. So from here, it's like probably a 5.5 hour drive. So I got to get this hike in this morning and then be on the road. So I'm glad Jason was able to join me for a day of my trip. And I'm excited. He'll drive back and I'll go visit all my other friends. So yay! 2 adventures. So happy weekend, happy Saturday. like navigation, I'll look it up. You know, it's easier. I'll look it up and then I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I know where I'm going. Or I'll look at the different routes and go, oh, why can't I go this way? Anyways, so, but I'm using navigation. But do you, when you use navigation, do north up like you do north up, so it's always north up, south, east, west? Or do you do where you just you're following like the way that the map that you're then facing up is the way you're going? It confuses me when it's facing up is the way you're going, because I'm like, that's not north. And so when I zoom out, it confuses me because I want to look at the whole map. I want to look at overall what I'm doing, where I'm going, so I know what's coming up. But maybe I think that people just don't care that much, and they're just like dumbed down, and they're like, yeah, I'm just following an arrow. Except for that arrow, I've done that and it's led me astray, so I just don't trust it ever. So I like to have north up. I like to know north, south, east, west. I know that I'm headed west right now. I know that I'm going in the right direction. I know that I'm headed west for a while, and then Santa Fe is going to be north. So, and I know the cities, like I kind of looked at the map before. I know the cities I should be passing. I know where, I might